So full. Eating Culver's right now. Oh, there's my sign. That's fire. Little Celsius. Dude, this will be fire with alcohol. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even drink like that. But Red Bull doesn't do shit for me. Celsius is amazing. And I like dark liquor more than light liquor. But this, I mean, you could go either. You know. But this and like some Jack. Or some gin. Or some fucking, maybe even like Knob Creek or something. I don't know. Anyway. I'd be chilling, bro, all night. You could even do it with vodka. Who cares? Rum. Oh, dude, I'd actually be fire with some rum. Some Captain. Oh, a double Captain Coke and Celsius. Celsius is the Coke. All right, anyway. I want to talk about my business, what's going on, and just life. I'm going to put you up here. Oh, I'm chilling right now. Little parking lot shit. Been a little while. We got a new fucking truck. God bless. I got little Jesus right here. I got a little Jesus right here too. I also got a 10 mil, but I won't pull it out because there's a park nearby. It's also an airport nearby. I don't think it's not Big Plains. We shouldn't get interrupted. I'm in a decent little spot here. Let me just say, started my business. I got this truck not knowing I was gonna start the business. I got this truck being like, I don't even know if I can afford this thing. I don't know what's going on. The deal worked. I needed a vehicle because my Jeep was shitting out on me, right? So I got a 2025 Tacoma. Yeah, pretty fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nicest thing I've ever owned in my life. Very beautiful. It's just an SR, not an SR5 or anything like that. But it does have like a couple extra things. Like it has like the black rims instead of just the work rims. A couple other things. I do have my business now. I have accountants. I have business bank accounts, but we're gonna get into all that in a little bit. And I just want to keep this kind of quick, but I'm gonna just do one take. How's it going? Hope things are going well. Hope you're staying blessed. Hope you're making your bed and doing all the basic stuff because that leads to the higher things. Believe it. Oh, I also got glasses now. It's my first vlog with glasses. Kind of nuts. Dude, it's crazy. Dude, when I'm shooting, it's like, oh my God, I see so clearly. So, excuse me. Praise the Lord, and you know, we keep moving, we keep grooving. Anyway, so no girl's been in this vehicle yet. My mom, right? But I'm trying to keep this thing holy. It's white. Looks nice. I got little magnets on the side. No wrap, but I do got the magnets. I got a business card. Stuff's going well, okay? For the most part. We got to get more clients in, but we've made some good money off of the clients we have got in. I got another check here from Chase right now. I'm trying to deposit, and I'll get into that real quickly. So I'm doing mobile detailing out of the truck. It's good. It's nice. I'm making an average of like 290 to 320, like an average of 300 per customer, which I could, in the beginning that might take me like 8 hours, and it was down to 6 hours. Then it's like I can do probably like 4 hours now and knock out 2, as long as we get the clients, right? This area is not good for that. I got to go to a better area that really respects the business, okay? But besides that, the other thing is there was a big client. I was like, he was like, where you out of, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, Caledonia. Okay, cool. He's talking about Caledonia, Michigan. This is Wisconsin. I was like, that's, like 200 some miles away. It's like a 6-hour drive. They're like, oh, we'll pay for the fare. Yeah. This is all text, mind you. I never even talked to him on the phone. Red flags, here and there. Really, they're kind of yellow. It's like, it's kind of weird, but I get it. As long as the check goes through, right? If the check goes through, I'm coming. All right, cool. No, I learned before anything bad happened, thankfully. Once again, thank you, Jesus, because I learned before it got bad, okay? So I'm like, okay, I can do it this day. If the check goes through by, here, I'll set up, I'll come over there during the night, I'll get a hotel, I'll knock out the work, boom, probably stay at the hotel again, because it's going to be like 10, 12 hours. They wanted like a full premium with one-step correction, ceramic coating, like everything. They wanted everything. So mind you, I don't have all this stuff. And I was like, I don't have that. So my boy was like, dude, I'll help you out. I got you. Shout out to my guy. And I want to keep his information private, but shout out to my boy either way. I know who he is. He knows who he is. He helped me out. So I started doing, I did a 57 Bel Air with some polishing, using a polisher, but that's the only time I ever used one, and I didn't have one. I had to buy my own. So I buy my own pads, buy my own polisher, buy my own compounds, learn which ones are good, and, do all this stuff. So, ooh, excuse me, all that. Then I got a steamer. A bunch of things. I'm spending like another two grand, 2,500 maybe, just to be able to do those services, right? And then just a little thing of like an 8-year ceramic coating is like $150, dude. Just for that, and it's good for like 1 or 2 vehicles most. It's a lot of fucking money, but that's like a $1,200 service, mind you. So, okay, it definitely pays for itself for me and for them. I should do it on this vehicle. I should practice now that I do have it, at least. I'm thinking about doing it maybe like this week or something. It'd be nice too, since it's new. Although I do have 12,000 miles on this and counting, and it's only August, and I got this at the end of February. I'd be driving, I'll tell you what. But I quit my job. I put my faith in the Lord, put my faith in myself for my business. And I'm growing. I'm trying not to stop. I'm trying to just grow. And anyway, he ended up sending me a check for $1,100. Mind you, this is low, but I wasn't thinking about the ceramic coating. I was more thinking about the one step. Then I went back to the message. I was like, oh, we already agreed on the price, whatever. He was like, I'll send you $1,800 if you can give $500 to my guy. And it's like, well, for one, I can't even pay myself out of my business account, because the IRS would be like, what the fuck was that for, right? 2, I mean, I could give him cash, but I'm not going to send anyone anything, okay? And he was like, okay, well, we can just do $1,100, whatever, you don't got to worry about that. I was like, all right, cool. Like, why don't you just send me the money, right? So that's another red flag right there. I'm so nice, though, I make excuses for other people, like, okay, well, maybe he just, like, no, I got to stop doing that. Now, as a business owner, I know. Especially now, take the emotion out of things and just do what comes naturally. Be like, okay, yeah, this is fucking weird. So he sends me the check, right? I go to my bank and I'm like, hey, this situation, blah, 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 blah. I bank through Chase, so I'm like, it's a big bank, they should know. And they say, well, as long as it goes through, you're fine. You didn't serve him yet? I was like, no, I didn't serve him yet. Okay, check's cool. Okay, cool. Check comes through, he sends it through an email. So I have to take my computer and scan it off the computer screen on my phone so I can deposit the check. I show another bank, a different Chase bank, whole different bank. And I'm like, hey, here's the thing, you send it through an email, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah, sometimes it happens, it's a little weird, it looks fine, go ahead and do it. Okay, cool. So that's twice. 2 different Chase banks, both are saying, yeah, go ahead. So I scan it later on, and I'm like, this is fucking sick, I'm ready to go. If it doesn't go through, at least I can do premiums, which is the blessing in all of this. Although I haven't done one yet, but I can, and I have that marketed already. So now someone can be like, hey, I need this. I can be like, okay, I can do that. Yeah, I've done a 57 Chevy. Okay, cool. Like, I have a little bit of credibility now, and I'm using that for ads because that's a beautiful vehicle. So from there, it goes to, I accept the check, and I think like 2 days later, the bank said that my account's restricted. And I was like, okay, so let me talk to them. I'm talking to the guy, shout out to Gilbert, on the phone for Chase, and he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I started telling the situation. He's like, ooh, yeah, that sounds kind of weird. We don't normally do that. I was like, well, I went into 2 different Chases, and they both said it was fine as long as it goes through. Although between the time my account got restricted, these past few days, I've been doing my own research, and it says, basically, if they're sending you a check in the email, it's fake. Don't ever fucking take it. Unless you've already done business with them, okay, maybe. But even then, I'm not gonna ever do that again, and I'm probably not gonna take checks as the first payment unless we've done business once or twice before, okay. But now I have my whole online thing set up. I can keep your card on file and just charge your card, so, more blessings, right? more money I gotta pay, but it's better for me, better for the customer, safer for both of us, you know, whatever. Anyway, so we go into a conversation about, you know, what to do, what not to do, and I have him look at the thing. I'm like, hey, you know, can you take a look at it? And he was like, yeah, I can tell right away it's fake. It's not real. It's like, okay. Whole thing with them, I go in another day and I'm like, okay, can I make a new account then? And they're like, you can't make a new account because they're trying to confirm the amount of money. The number that you gave us doesn't match the business on the check's name, and they, through law of Wisconsin, hold it for a year. Some places even longer, they're saying. For Wisconsin, it's a year. They're gonna keep trying over and over and over and over and over, even though they know it's fake, even though they know it's not gonna go through and they're not gonna give me the money anyway. They have to by law, I guess. So I can't make a new bank account through Chase until that clears for another year. Okay, that sucks. But I go to another bank, and actually a credit union, and they're telling me, well, we can't open you an account because you have this outstanding thing. So I go and I pay that. Fine, okay, that's gonna boost my credit anyway. Good to go. I didn't even know that was there. I don't think that was even on my credit. I don't know, whatever. It was like my Marine Corps account that they give you in boot camp, and I canceled that shit, so I don't know how the fuck I owe. It was like $300. I don't know, whatever. Paid it off, fuck them. Done, get out of my life, right? And then I go and try to do this. Hey, I have the receipt, I made the payment, can we open the business account? They're like, no, you gotta get like the account closure receipt, not the actual receipt that I paid. So now I'm waiting for that. And I can't deposit the check I just got because it's made out to my business. That was the only business bank account that I had. I could create one through an online business bank account or through maybe another bank, because Chase didn't look at that shit. But my educators, which is my credit union out here, they looked at it, which is weird because they're not even a big bank, but they're more secure, I guess, apparently. Whatever, the whole process at Chase was like half an hour. The process here was like multiple hours, and it didn't even get to finish, and they don't save it. They have to redo it later. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Shout out to Mandy though, she's cool. But basically I got burned. The money's not going through, the account's done. I can do premium, so that's a good thing. And I'm confident enough to be like, okay, yeah, I'll come and I'll do it. But it's just like I got burned. Now, like I said, it wasn't like, okay, I went and I did this service or nobody was there and now I'm out this trip, and you know, I told them I'm gonna need the money up front, right? So that's why this kind of whole thing worked out. But it didn't really work out. Although, like I said, I do have all this stuff to do premiums. That's the blessing in disguise. And I learned this lesson early on, so I know later I'm not gonna take checks, as well as my accounts, you know, done, but I didn't have that much in there anyway for the business. So it's, you know, a few $100. I have to wait until I can get my business bank account set up, or go somewhere where I can get one set up, and then figure that out. Stinks, but it's all like, now you know, now you know, now you know, now you can do this, now you can do this, and, you know, moving on, right? I can't just sit here and be like, oh. You know, I went to the mall, I had flyers, I was literally handing out flyers to every single business in the mall. The only ones that didn't accept it was like Sephora, Apple, and like a couple Middle Eastern owned businesses, which, you know, hey, whatever, it makes sense. Although in one of them, a customer was like, oh, you do, oh yeah, can I get a flyer? Like, it's like, yeah, here's your stuff. We do the interior, exterior, here our business. If you feel interested, give me a call, blah, blah, blah. Here's my card as well. Actually, we ran out of card. I ran out of business cards. I got to order more. I have like 2 left in my pocket. And then 1 I put on the range. I've been shooting like every week now. Actually, yeah, every week now after church. Once again, praise the Lord. And I carry a 10 mil, so bam, bam, bam. I put my card up there, put it out at 7 yards, bam, and I have a little, you can't see it, but there's a wheel with like a spray bottle, and I try to shoot the wheel, and it's like right left of it. I was like, it's a little bit left. It's not the center, but it's okay. It was at 7 yards, and I marked it 7 yard, 10 millimeter. Like, there's my card, bam. Kind of cool. Actually, I could put that up. Kind of cool. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want my number on here. I could cover it, but I can show you real quick. It was pretty sick. So yeah, I'm learning different things. I'm learning what to do, what not to do. There it is, there's the card. I was at 7 yards with a 10 mil bottom and the top. If it was like right in the center, that would have been kind of sick, but hey, is what it is. And then I put my initials on it, but that's right by my number and my name, so I'm not gonna show you all that. I don't think y'all can see it. Nah, you can't see it. Website's running up. I'm using Jobber for that. Really good stuff, not gonna lie. Like I said, I have accountants. I had people go ahead and make the business for me. I could have did it all on my own, but I outsourced it. So a lot of stuff's going well, but this shit ain't easy. I've owned businesses throughout my life, but none of them were technically official. None of them had their own LLC taxed through the IRS. None of them had their own business bank account. This is hopefully the only business bank account that ever gets shut down, but I went through that pain now right in the beginning. I'm training, I'm going to church, I'm paying the church. I've never done that before. I'm shooting every week. I'm going to the gym every day, or at least like 4 or 5 days a week, if not, you know. And then martial arts, I've been nasty at martial arts, bro. I haven't been able to go in a little while. And our main coach at Rufus Sport, Duke Rufus, actually passed away last year. Rest in peace to him. But I do go to Rufus Sport. I have stickers in here somewhere. Either way, I'm prepared, you know. I'm fit, violent, capable, and ready. Vehicle's not gonna break down on me. Business is going. I'm praying, going to church. And I just want to share that this experience has been wild. This past like 2-3 years has been crazy, nuts, fucking nuts. I look nuts too with all my tattoos now. But hey, I actually forget that I have tattoos until I see my hands. I'm like, whoa. People are like, what about the mirror? I'm like, I don't know. I don't really see the ones on my face anymore. I don't know, but yeah, like I'm driving. I'm like, oh yeah, I got these tattoos. Kind of sick. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. You know, I did get burned in a way, but I didn't give them a service. I didn't go to the trip. And you know, the guy, he was telling me, Gilbert on the phone, he was like, yeah, you know, your account's restricted. It'll be restricted for a month. We'll take the money out of the account. You told us, thank you. It'll be good to go. So I was like, all right, cool. And instead they're like, yeah, we're closing your account, but here's your check for the other money. We're going to work this out, and you won't be able to open another business bank account until this clears, and it's not going to clear for a year or so. So that sucks. But I can go and check other banks now. I have no debts. I do have a lien on my old vehicle. I got to pay that off, and this is financed, so I got to pay both of these off. But every time I see the other vehicle, I just think like either I go back to that one that doesn't even work, really, or I live and I make enough to have this one that works, and I can go wherever. I've put 12,000 miles on it in just a few short months. Really, that was for going to work. But now I'm doing my own thing, my soul-owned business. I do the marketing, I talk to the accountants, I talk to the people that run the scheduling, I talk to the people that are my registered agents, I talk to the customers, I talk to anybody else who's potentially interested. I might be getting a fleet deal for someone who has like 500 trucks in the area, which would be a huge blessing. I hope I get that. This airport over here, I could even talk to them, and you know, that's an untapped market right now. I know a lot of detailers are getting into boats. There's a guy in Kenosha, he's doing boats, and he was gonna help me out. We'll see what's going on. This little bit of money, it'll help me out. I got my last check like last Thursday, and it's another Thursday, so it's been another week from my work. So no more checks from them. This is it. You know, what I got is what I got, and all I need is another person. Like 5. I work Saturdays too. I just take off Sundays so I can do some stuff for God, go shoot, chill, have a relaxing day, and then I like clean the house. So it's not really a super relaxing day, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just trying. I think I'm a lot better now than I was ever in my life. My mind moves so much faster, and it's not just the Celsius, okay? My eyes are so much sharper, and it is partially the glasses, but there's a lot of other things too. I notice things so much more, but I also don't feel the need to react to everything. It's really strange. It's my mind is just so clear and sharp. You know, got baptized again. You know, when I was a baby, I was baptized. I got baptized again 2 years ago, October 13th, from a job I was working at. I met someone. His father was the guy running the thing. We went there. We did that. I met some other people. I'm texting the lady who was praying. There was people that pray over your cross the whole time. You don't meet them until the end. Melissa, she's super, super cool. And now she's thinking me and her daughter would possibly be a good match. Although her daughter's a little young. She's like 22. I'm 28. I'll be 29 this year. And she even said that. She was like, yeah, she's a little young, but you guys should talk. Oh, well, maybe. I try to talk to multiple like 24, 25-year-olds, and it's like, y'all, it feels like y'all are 12. Like, your mentality is crazy. I've always been more mature. I don't know. We don't need to get into all that, but anyway, it just feels like I connect with women more in like their 40s than their 20s. And the few that are hustling and have been military and one actually have a family and aren't just, well, actually there's like one. She's already married and has like 2 kids. So it's like they're hard to find, and once you find them, they're usually already taken. And the funny thing is, it's by like another Marine. I was like, oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. It is what it is. But I think it's pretty much for this one. We're at like 22 minutes right now, so I might chop this down and make it a little bit smaller. But overall, it's been a crazy journey, man. Building the business, getting the truck, not even knowing. First, I just wanted to take care of my vehicle because it's new, and then it's like, well, I can do this for other people. I see other people doing it. I have a higher standard. When I was in 6th grade, I used to clean like nobody's fucking business. Literally, I'd get home, take care of the dogs, the cats, my brother, my homework, sweep and mop the whole house, clean 2 rooms a day, do the dishes, do the trash. It was ridiculous. And then I would go and I'd play Black Ops 2, and I wouldn't be just having fun. I'd be trying to get everything. That was the one Call of Duty I maxed everything out, you know. Maxed literally everything out. Every gun, every sight, every secondary. I even got a kill with the lock-on only launcher. I earned every kill streak. I was cold in zombies, like everything. And I never had a break. Never had a break. And those days, man, I remember I would get off the game, I'd just pace back and forth and talk to myself, like, tomorrow I gotta do this, I gotta do this. I'm gonna get every gun fucking mastered. I'm gonna do this, do this, do this. And I did. And it's the same thing now. It's the same thing. I have to take care of the cleaning, and now the cleaning is my job. It's become that for vehicles. And, you know, I don't really want to focus on older vehicles. I want to focus on people that really want their new vehicles taken care of and maintained, as well as like they don't want the scratches, they don't want the water spots. People that don't notice that, they don't care for the same thing that I'm offering, because this is a detail. This isn't like you go to the car wash and your stuff's kind of clean and it's kind of vacuumed out. It's like, no, every single thing in here is gonna be like dealership new, except the scratches, unless you want to go to a higher package. And then the interior scuffs and all that, like, yeah, that's not gonna come out. You have to replace the actual panel. But the outside, you can do a 1-step or a 2-step if you need to go that far. You can do ceramic coatings, like, we're good. And in the winter, it's either gonna be I make enough to take off, and then I'm going to Japan, baby. Oh, I'm also getting global entry on the 17th. I got an appointment for that. Got my passport. I'm ready to fucking go, dude. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna earn that, and we're gonna see when we can go there. I'm also thinking about going to Korea when we come back, and then I really want to go to Australia and find my wife. You know what I mean? Anyway, so if I'm, man, I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm trying to build up. If you heard me fart, hey man, excuse me, okay? You know, I can get this dirty because I'm the one that cleans it. You know, that's how I look at it. All right. And it's really not dirty. Like my seat, there's like some sweat and there's a couple of like little marks here. I gotta clean that. The outside, it's been like raining, so I could probably clean that too. But yeah, the stuff with the banks is It's tragic, but it's also not that bad. It's like, okay, this sucks. I gotta wait a little bit longer, but I need business now. But I need this. It's so many things. I am running Meta ads, and they've been helping. I think I'm gonna just run them in different areas, go hand out more flyers, talk to more people, get more business. I got my faith in God. I got my faith in myself, and I'm not just like sitting here, you know. So I'm constantly doing. I had a morning meeting at 8 a.m. today. I have another one at 8 a.m. tomorrow with my accountants. Figure some more stuff out. I got to come up with like another $1,100 to pay them for this month at some point. Plus my truck is like $900, and then the insurance on this vehicle and the other vehicle is like $300, so that's like another $1,200, and then every other bill I have, and then gas, so probably like another $1,000 or so for the month, and then, you know, to grow from there, you know, another couple hundred or another $1,000. So yeah, I mean, I go from making this to I make this when I can, but if I'm not, then I'm like lower, and I need, instead of this, like over here. But then again, I'm driving less, I'm putting less miles on, so there's always a give and take, you know. And I'm trying not to worry. Like I said, I'm just giving it to God. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Situation's crazy, but it's, well, not crazy. It kind of, it's cool, but it sucks. But I'm growing, and this is, you know, everybody has to go through that fall to grow, and you have to have that faith. Pretty soon we'll be hiring other people, and, you know, I already have a couple girls that could be receptionists. I have a couple guys that have experience, a couple guys that want to make some more money. I'll even, yeah, I mean, oh, like I was gonna say, I either need to take off, get a garage out here, or go to a different state for the winter and still pull in some money. And that would probably be the best thing, is still pull in some money. So if I can get a garage out here, that'd be cool, whether that's a loan or I'm just making enough, or I get this deal and I sign them up for like a year and put them on contract, or 6 months or something, I don't know. Figure that out. I don't know. I'm not sure where it's gonna go. All I know is I'm doing this now, and I'm doing it day by day, and I'm trying to live through God, and just that's about it. It's about it. So I'm trying to grow. I am growing. I'm going to grow. I'm going to figure it out. Yeah, and I hope you do too. But learn from those lessons and keep moving on. All right, I'm out of here.